The walkout anthem here is "This is the one." And as I mentioned, United's fans may be thinking that the next one may be the one. Real Madrid on Tuesday. But Sir Alex Ferguson has made a statement with the team he has put out here today. Well, with the Premier League title almost in the bag and with a big night against Real Madrid just over 72 hours away, Sir Alex Ferguson may have considered making more changes than he actually has. Robin van Persie, Wayne Rooney and Michael Carrick all start. Raphael is one of those who is given a break, and after all of the big build-up and the hype surrounding Ryan Giggs' 1000th senior game, he doesn't play at all. He's rested, whilst Rio Ferdinand has the flu. Norwich City started with two strikers against Everton last week. It will be brave to do that here, and Chris Hughton opts for caution. Anthony Pilkington, who wrote the headlines when these two met back in November, comes in for Luciano Becchio. One man who will benefit from that particular switch is Wes Hoolahan, who was out wide last week, but is a much more potent threat playing just off Grant Holt. Shinji Kagawa beaten to the punch by Snodgrass.
Well, it's taken a sore on there, Robert Snodgrass. Determined to win the ball. I'm not quite sure what the damage. He seemed to hurt himself on the follow-through here.
Carrick. Rooney's on the move, and Van Persie trying to find him.
Just a little bit heavy with the pass. I do think Michael Turner should be matching that run of Wayne Rooney there.
Shinji Kagawa. Anderson, Van Persie. Lovely football from Manchester United. Robin van Persie, and there to greet him was Bunn, who took a knock for his troubles.
Well, the link-up play between Rooney and Van Persie is terrific, isn't it? And but for the quick feet here of Mark Bunn, Norwich might have been a goal down. He sees it really early. Basson sees it as well.
Johnson, one of three ex-Leeds players in this Norwich starting 11. And Johnson, there was two men over there as he tried to pick out Grant Holt.
Oh, that's a real waste. He made a really good run. They slid him in behind. Johnny Evans wasn't quite sure whether to go out here. A little bit ahead
of his sleeve here. Shinji Kagawa trying to find Michael Carrick. Nice touch from Carrick, but not the necessary power in the shot.
Well, he sorted his feet out really quickly there, Michael Carrick, to...
Village to attack it. United want another corner, but they're not going to get it.
Yeah, I think they might have had a case there. I think the reaction of the players tells the...
It's a goal kick.
Yeah, no complaints from Kagawa.
Wayne Rooney. Robin van Persie checking onto his left foot. And normally they come off.
Well, he was always going to go onto his left side, wasn't he, to open up the target for himself. That all came from a slack header from Michael Turner that almost put Norwich in real trouble here. Rooney.
Antonio Valencia, Robin van Persie, Shinji Kagawa! Patience pays off for Manchester United. They finally make their presence felt in injury time at the end of the first half.
Yeah, they might have got a little bit of good fortune there, because I'm sure Robin van Persie is trying to score with his first touch.
He's still feeling the small of his back here. And Snodgrass, that's a poor challenge on Patrice Evra. Yellow card coming out for the former Leeds man. More concern for United.
No, it can have no
He might have been offside. Robin van Persie tried to place it.
Well, nobody getting out to him as the half-time whistle goes.
Half-time at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Norwich City 0. So no changes by United. It doesn't look like there are any changes either by Norwich City. It almost went to plan for them in that first half until those last few moments. Then showing that persistence pays off. Pilkington, was he held up there by Smalling? The referee says no. I think there's plenty of space on that far side, and he's managed to smuggle that ball through to Martin. Four to hit in the middle, including Snodgrass at that near post, and that was a chance. It will be a corner.
Well, it's a really good ball in from Russell Martin here. Snodgrass trying to get across the front of Vidic here.
Yes. He's protected the ball well, and Chris Smalling had to time that well.
Yeah, good tackle.
Before Everton, they'd scored one goal in the last 6. That's why Chris Hughton did change to 2 up top against Everton last week. Wayne Rooney in behind. Bunn times that to perfection.
Yeah, had to get plenty on it, the goalkeeper. Good run by by Rooney up the outside of Michael Turner. Good goalkeeping again. He's been out really.
Miscued here and just cut across it too much. Johnny Houghton.
I think
moving forward again. Pilkington. In space is Grant Holt, who wins the header. But the referee has blown for the foul. The ball was skewed on the crossbar in any case.
Well, Grant Holt, far from happy. He thinks he won it cleanly at the back post.
Looks like Robin van Persie is about to come off. Wayne Rooney. Rooney. Van Persie was screaming for it.
Well, I think he's got to take the shot on. I don't know many strikers who'll look to pass the ball when they get in there. He's probably trying to hit this with the outside of it.
Rooney was caught. A hand of apology immediately from Johnson. Rooney has got the better here of Sebastian Bassong. Wayne Rooney, Shinji Kagawa! Coolly done in the end! Closer and closer. Manchester United can see the Premier League trophy sparkling in the distance. It's in view now.
Yeah, that should be enough for United now. Wayne Rooney so on.
Welbeck left floored by Turner.
Another booking perhaps. That was another. Ball reasonably well. They've haven't done a lot wrong, but haven't really been a threat.
Danny Welbeck looking to hold off Pilkington. Rooney, Shinji Kagawa is in for the hat-trick and gets his hat-trick. He has written the headlines here today. His signature is all over this. Shinji Kagawa, hat-trick hero at Old Trafford.
Once again, for the third time today, he times his one into the box perfectly. And Wayne Rooney, as usual, has got his head up. He sees him coming. And as he did for the second goal, he plays him in. Here's Kagawa here deep in the pitch, lays it off.
Wayne Rooney, he is setting his sights. Rooney! Fantastic! He picked his spot and he found it in style.
Well, you can't say Wayne Rooney doesn't deserve a goal today. He's been the provider most of the afternoon, but that's a special moment. And how United could do with some of that on Tuesday against Real Madrid. They did brilliantly to lose Bradley Johnson, just a little drop of the shoulder.
Chris Smalling motoring forward. Danny Welbeck in the middle. Vital touch this late on from Turner.
Yeah, right on the stretch as well. Michael Turner did really well.
Manchester United are making the red half of this city dream of the treble again. A hat-trick from Shinji Kagawa and the goal from Wayne Rooney have put pay to Norwich City here at Old Trafford. They had to work hard, they had to be patient. Final score at Old Trafford, Manchester United 4, Norwich City 0.